Hey guys, I want to do a really quick review of the SooCoo C30 4K Ultra HD sports camera. I picked this up for about $80 on Amazon. I was looking for something cheap, but still decent that I could use for some travel trips, but I didn't want to worry so much about the price tag. I chose the C30 over tons of others in this price range, basically because it came down to the features that it offered. I think comparing to the other cameras in the $80 to $100 price range, you really just end up finding the exact same camera with a different brand name. It looks like your standard GoPro style camera has a built-in LCD screen. It comes with two batteries. They last about 80 minutes each. It also comes with the waterproof housing, and as a cool bonus, you get 14 additional accessories. The adapters that come with the camera are the same that you'd use for the GoPro, which I think comes in handy if you need more in the future. As I mentioned, this camera has a ton of features, and I'm going to go over some of those in this video. At the end, I'll give my final recommendation along with my pros and cons. For my first sample, I took a simple video in full HD at 60 frames per second. I chose this option simply because it's probably the one that I'll be using the most, as it is a full HD shot, and since it's 60 frames per second, I'll be able to slow the shot down in post if needed. Overall, I think the quality is very sharp and the colors are great, and I like that when you move from sun to shade or shade to sun, that it works pretty quickly and you don't really lose anything in the process. One of the features I really like about this camera actually is the ability to change the viewing angles in either photos or videos. With these kinds of cameras, I do expect fisheye, but it usually prevents me from using the camera to take actual photos since I'm not overall usually a fan of the fisheye look. That's why I do think this is a great option to have because it can make the camera more practical for people since there may be some shots you would want to take but not necessarily at a fisheye angle. There are four options that you can choose from, starting at 170 degrees, and then you can adjust down to 140, 110, and finally 70 degrees. The gyroscope is definitely a must-have feature in my opinion. When it's turned on, the image will stabilize when you're moving around quickly. So you'll see in my samples that when I'm panning left or right, or in my next sample when I pan up or down, the shot will continue to stabilize even after I've actually stopped moving, which is why you'll notice a slower movement when it gets to the end of the panning. With the feature turned off, you'll notice that the video just comes to more of an abrupt stop. I also took a walking and running sample with this feature. I think the gyroscope does an overall pretty good job at stabilizing, especially if you don't have any other stabilizers available at the time to use with the camera. So although it's not a perfect stabilizer, I definitely think it beats not having the option at all. The photo quality overall is pretty good, but it's not amazing. The max size is 12 megapixels, although the camera claims 20, it's really just an enlargement. Colors are great and very accurate to real life. At a smaller viewing or printing size, these images are very sharp, but I wouldn't recommend using this camera to print anything at poster size. My final sample I wanted to share with you is just a quick underwater shot. This is my brother testing out the camera, and as you can see, it's extremely clear. I think it works very well. The colors are really nice, and oh, there's also a diving mode on the camera, so for anyone who dives, there's a red light compensation that can be used to brighten up darker videos. A couple other things I wanted to mention is that the highest quality video that's actually usable is probably 2.7K. The 4K, first of all, it's not true 4K, it's interpolated, and for me, the video just always ends up extremely choppy. The other feature I wanted to mention is it has a time-lapse feature. There's 5 different options. I'm going to do a separate video to show those 5 different options. So my final recommendation is if you are looking for some of the features I mentioned and 1080p is good enough for you, then this is a great camera to check out. If 4K is something you're looking for or need, then it's probably best to just go ahead and look elsewhere. My final rating is going to be a 4 out of 5 stars, and this is based on features and HD quality. That's it, so thanks for watching guys, and if you enjoyed the video, if it helped you out, please like or subscribe, and if you have any questions about the camera, feel free to leave a comment below and I will definitely answer them for you.